This is Channel 25 WVTT Olean. Now, from the Twin Tiers' biggest broadcast news operation, this is the 6 o'clock report with Jeff Andrulonis and Alexa Olson. Listen on News Radio 96.7 WVTT or watch on News Channel 25 WVTT television. WVTT proudly presents the 6 o'clock report.
Good evening, I'm Alexa Olson.
And I'm Jeff Andrulonis. Good evening. The big story tonight on the 6 o'clock report. It's sure to be a contentious meeting when the City of Olean's Labor Relations Committee meets tomorrow night. On the agenda, discussion of Alderman Jim Brady's proposal to lower property taxes in the city by either cutting or even completely eliminating the paid fire department. Brady tells WVTT that Olean's property taxes are 5 times the national average. WVTT is covering tomorrow night's meeting.
A man who repeatedly raped 3 of his relatives who were under the age of 18 is behind bars tonight after being sentenced on Friday to 40 years in prison and a lifetime of supervised release. 48-year-old Kevin Donaldson of Salamanca was found guilty after a 2-week jury trial. He was convicted for transporting minors across state lines with the intent of sexually abusing his victims between 2004 to 2007. While locked up in Niagara County Jail, Donaldson allegedly wrote letters to his victims telling them to testify that nothing happened. Prior to this conviction, Donaldson was sentenced to serve 4 years in prison on state rape charges out of Cattaraugus County.
More searching over the weekend in the Allegheny Reservoir in McKean County, but still no body recovered. It was a week ago yesterday that Mike and Terry Lee Snyder of Kane capsized while canoeing on the Allegheny Reservoir. Terry Lee Snyder's body was recovered the same day, but searchers have yet to locate the body of Mike Snyder. Last week, the Pennsylvania State Police handed over responsibility for that search to the State Fish and Boat Commission.
No one was injured this morning when a fire broke out in a trailer in Hinsdale. The resident awoke to find her home filled with smoke, and shortly before 9 this morning, neither the resident nor her baby were hurt in the blaze. The fire started after a pizza box had been left on a gas stove, which caught fire.
Nurses say they're under more pressure than ever, and that led to nurses at Olean General Hospital to rally at Lincoln Park in downtown Olean over the weekend in support of the Safe Staffing for Quality Care Act. That bill, now under consideration in Albany, would limit the number of patients one nurse can care for.
Well, Jeff, with Thanksgiving approaching and Albany lawmakers considering a move to make the state legislature the highest paid in the nation, New Yorkers took part in a march on the Capitol today to call for a raise in workers' pay. Protesters say that New York's minimum wage at $7.25 remains decades out of date, with growing numbers of New York relying on low-wage jobs to survive. They say too many people do not earn enough to afford basic expenses. That forces many with full-time jobs to rely on the city's soup kitchens and shelters for meals each day. Now, local soup kitchens have seen a sharp decline in food donations compared to previous years. And during the past legislative session, the leadership of the New York State Senate passed up a chance to increase minimum wage by $1.25.
Alexa, the day after Thanksgiving, it's called Black Friday, the day many bargain shoppers wait for. Let's go live to the WVTT Digital Newsroom, where WVTT's Valerie Tysaner is standing by. Valerie, tell us about Black Friday sales and maybe even some items that you should stay away from, Valerie.
Hi, Jeff. Yeah, that's what a lot of people know. Thanksgiving is coming up this week, and the day after that, the mecca of shopping, Black Friday. Shoppers are expected to be a little more conservative in their spending this year, and so stores are really counting on this day to really bump up their prices. Let's start with Walmart, a very quintessential sailor in Black Friday. They have 3 different tiers of spending. The first is going to be starting right after your Thanksgiving dinner at 8 p.m. and they're going to have a bunch of different sales for that are more for the family, for kids, and then after that, starting at 10 p.m., it's going to be for the gadget diehard. So you can see here, they're going to have a 60-inch TV screen that's going to be cheaper than pretty much anywhere else. Then after that, the next morning, they're going to have more of the quintessential Black Friday things. And they do say if you like their Facebook or download their app, you can get additional deals. Let's move on to the Kohl's. So here in Kohl's, they do have a bunch of different early bird specials. They have One of the main things they have is if you spend $50, everyone will get a $15 Kohl's cash back card. And they do have a couple other deals like Belova stainless steel watches that are going for about $100, down from $250 originally. They have an Android tablet that's going for about $90 and a couple wireless speaker things that are going for about $75. Those are pretty good deals as well. Let's move on to JCPenney's. One of the main things JCPenney has this holiday season is going to be clothes, and different shopping experts do say that of the year, this is JCPenney's biggest sale. So this is a really good time if you're into clothes to go to JCPenney and check out all the different things that they have on sale. One of the best things that I saw was they have a 13-piece cookware set, and they're selling that for $100. And let's move on to the next big store in our area, Kmart. So they start at 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving as well. One of the main things they have is a LCD HD TV. It's $50, and right now it's going for $288. It will be on Black Friday, and that's normally $650. They also have a 24-inch LED HD TV, and that's going for a little under $200. Or normally it's a little under $200, and that's going for $88 this Black Friday. And they will also have a lot of different deals on fitness and video consoles. And of course, there's a bunch of things that experts do say you should stay away from this Black Friday. One of which is brand name TVs. You're probably, if you're getting a TV, if it's going to be your main TV, they recommend you don't buy it on Black Friday. They say if it's going to be your second or third TV, it's a good day to go. But they do say that a lot of the deals are TVs that maybe have a little bit lower specs. They also do say you should stay away from toys. Now is not the best time to buy toys. You should stay away from winter apparel. They say you should stay a little, or buy the clothes a little more into the winter season when there's going to be more deals, more clearances. They do say you probably shouldn't buy office supplies. I don't know many people who go on Black Friday looking for pens, but if that's your thing, maybe not buy it on Friday. They say you should stay away from Christmas decor because the best time for that is a little later into the Christmas season when there's a lot of sales and deals. They do say you should stay away from jewelry. The best time to buy jewelry is in February because of Valentine's Day is coming up, so there's been a lot of deals on that. They do say you should stay away from game consoles unless you're buying it in a package deal, just because you're not as likely to get good deals on that. And they also do say that one last thing, stay away from buying the most recent high-end cameras because you are likely not to get the best deal on this day. Back to you.
Thanks, Valerie. Now, applications for HEAP, which is the Heating Energy Assistance Program, are being accepted today. The program is put in place to help lower-income families cover their heating bills during the colder months of the season. Last year, 1.5 million households received HEAP benefits. Jeff.
Alexa, the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford's Student Nurse Organization is working with CNB Bank to collect coats this winter, other warm items for those who need them as well. The Warm Coats and Warm Hearts Drive is collecting coats, mittens, gloves, scarves, blankets, and other items to help children and adults stay warm through December 7th. New or slightly worn items can be dropped off at any CNB Bank location or from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday in the nursing suite on the second floor of Swartz Hall at Pitt Bradford. All items donated will be distributed free to those in need.
Governor Andrew Cuomo today announced that commissioners of state agencies will be at disaster centers and located in communities hit hard by Hurricane Sandy. The members of the governor's cabinet will staff the centers to assist New Yorkers with insurance, housing, and other rebuilding and recovery needs. To get a full list of those disaster centers, you can check out our website, twintiersnews.com.
It may be well until next year before work on the East State Street project in Olean is completed, according to city officials. Despite steady progress being made since July, setbacks have extended the date into the summer of 2013. Public Works Director Tom Windus tells WVTT that Hurricane Sandy weather problem and a short work week because of the holiday, the work won't be completed before winter. The reconstruction work will stop at Orchard Avenue, several hundred feet shy of the project's proposed destination.
And one team is going to have to let go of its title after a regional record 13 teams from 10 schools, comprised of 9 to 14-year-old students, competed Saturday in the Southern Tier First Lego League qualifying tournament at Houghton College this past weekend. Jeff.
Alexa, still more to come on the 6 o'clock report. Our first look at weather is straight ahead, and also coming up, more bloodshed in the Middle East. We'll have the very latest for you next here on News Channel 25 WVTT.